Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. Guess you guys noticed something a little different. Got a little box here. Hope you guys like that. Managed to get the mic just out of frame here, so takes some getting used to as far as where to look and whatnot. Hope you guys like that. Let me know if how the audio sync is, if it's in sync or out of sync, so let me know. So, I managed to get a much better view, actually in focus, so you guys can see all the nitty-gritty details. Looks good on my end over here. And music volume is good. Sorry, I'm talking in the mic here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hold on. I might try something here. So, trying to get the best angle here. Right. Pardon the technical difficulties here. Not really difficulties, just setting this bad boy up here just out of frame. About there. All right. All right. So, this is where we last left off here. Been mainly working on this side of the face. This side's just about done. I'm probably going to be doing a little bit more up in this area. And, I'm mainly wanting to focus on this area right here, because I need to catch up on that portion. So, without further ado, let's get cracking here. All right. Dang, I should have worn my Closet Monster t-shirt. Yeah. It says delivery hero. I used to be an Amazon delivery driver, so. Okay. Black eventually. All right. Gonna whip up some brown here. You guys can't see there. Nutmeg brown. It doesn't really matter what kind of brown you do. Anything that's close to this color, so. All right. Then some acrylic black. Gonna have all my bases covered as far as colors go. Screw it, I'm just gonna put brown here. Always make sure to shake nightshades very well, as I always say. Well, I'd say the mask is coming out pretty good. Yep, still looks good on the stream to me. Let's see. Handy dandy flex gloss. Just getting all my colors all set up here. Yeah, it is very, very detailed. I'm glad I finally got the camera to actually pick up on all the details, so. There it is. I was looking for the black. I'm eventually gonna be doing another wash. But not right now. The next wash I'm gonna do is gonna be with browns and yellows and stuff. So and maybe a few blacks around the edges here and there. So nothing nothing like a rub out or anything like that. Let's see, got black. White. white. Whoops. All right. These are all the colors I'm using. You can kind of see. Hopefully that wasn't too quick for you. Got Nightshades black. Got acrylic brown, acrylic black, flex gloss, white, and got some dirt nap, and then got a little bit of the zombie flesh medium right there, just to have all my bases covered to take away or add details. So excuse me if my voice is a little low. My sinuses have been a little acting up a little bit with this weather. Okay. What do you guys think of the added view of me in here now? Do you guys like it? Because I know before it was just the webcam review. Managed to figure out a way to actually use my phone to stream the video straight into OBS, which is the program I use for all my live streams and stuff. There we go. Oh yeah. Yeah, I look very concentrated, yeah. I'm in the zone. Hello, Ethan Lyons. How are you? You're funny, Rod. Did I say acrylic white? I think I meant Nightshades white. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Not doing too bad. Not doing too bad yet. Turn the music up a little bit. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. Not quite sure what the level to music and my voice is. Hopefully it's pretty well balanced, because I do not want the music to overpower my voice or anything like that. So yes, I am gonna make the yellow tones a little bit more lively. That's gonna be one of my washes. It's not really a wash, it's just almost like watercolored washing, you know, concentrated washing. So some of these more flesh, zombie flesh medium areas, if it's not pronounced enough, I'm gonna bump it up just a smidge. You can kind of slightly see the variation there. So, and the hero itself has a lot of variations. Yellows, whites, off-whites, browns, you name it. Water this down just a smidge. Just doing like a light white wash on some of this stuff to fill in yeah, there we go. To brighten up this area here a little bit. I'm only gonna be again doing another 1.5 hour stream, so Central Standard Time. I'm only gonna be going to 5 o'clock, and as always, you'll be able to watch this live stream after the fact in case you missed it. Depending on the cracks can be gray or black. You don't want to, I usually, for the most part, don't go full black. There are some, there's some cracks that are even filled in with white. So it all depends on where the crack is. Like usually in the center areas here of certain cracks are completely black. And there's some areas where it's a more grayish color, kind of giving a more sunken in look. So it's a variety of colors, and also I do use browns, but only in like the finer areas in between, like a little bit like hairpin, not hairpin, but you know what I mean. Very, very fine bits of brown in there, and I also add browns in here. Adding a little brown adds, as you can imagine, a little bit of character. Let's see here. Check. No worries, horror fan. Haven't been on that long, so you didn't miss much. You did not miss much. Got hairs on my fingers too. As far as the view and the video quality, are you guys seeing a relatively even exposure, if that makes sense? Is there any part that's blown out, or does everything look evenly lit and stuff? It can vary from phone to phone or computer to computer, so just curious. Good. Good. Yeah, and like I said, I'm glad I was able to get a more detailed and better view. because the other view I had was a little too far away, so you couldn't see every nook and cranny. So, I got a question for you guys to kind of get the chat going. And also to anybody watching this after the fact. There are plenty of horror movie directors out there. Some of them good, some of them bad. If you had a choice, which one would you want to direct a Halloween film or the next Halloween film based on what they've done in the past? I know this is a topic that has popped up in some of the different groups, but I'm always interested to hear and see what people think based on different directors' visuals, styles, and stuff. All right, I'm looking at your guys' questions. I don't have the questions like directly in front of me, so I kind of had to look off the screen here. Horror fan, yes, I will be a little, maybe a little tan on the neckline here. But browns I'll be definitely added to the bottom here. More weathered look to the bottom there. Yes. To answer your question, Q, whatever your name is, I have rehauled pretty much every mask in the franchise. You could see my work, or rather, let's see. You can see all of the masks, or at least the ones that I have pictures of, at my Instagram. So you can follow me there and see what work I've done. Although a lot of the pictures I have are of 2018's kills. So you kind of have to dig, but I've done Halloween 5, Halloween 4. I have a Halloween 4 up there on my shelf there. My personal copy, Trick or Treat Studios. And this little tan guy, this brown guy right here, is an All Hallows Ghost Halloween 4 that I will eventually be painting, and I will eventually be doing a video on painting it too. So you have that to look forward to. If you guys know who All Hallows Ghost is, or AHG, I've wanted an All Hallows Ghost H4 mask for so long, and the current open deal I have with one of my commissions is a trade deal. So basically, if it's a mask I want, it's like a half trade, half rehaul deal where whatever the cost of the mask would otherwise be, that gets deducted off of the cost of the rehaul. So, but I'm not doing any more deals like that, so don't get any ideas. Damian Leon. Remind me what he's done. That name sounds familiar. Oh, he's done Terrifier? Yeah, I saw Terrifier in there. I wasn't sure if that's what you meant. I am not gonna be messing with the eye cuts, really, because they're already pretty darn close to where I want them to be anyway. They're not overcut or undercut. They're kind of in that sweet spot, and I don't want to mess that up because I think they're in a pretty good spot as it is. There's some copies that need more TLC than others. But this copy is damn near perfect as far as the details and the eye cuts and whatnot. So I've been rehauling masks for over 10 years, but my Instagram has been on for a little over a year now, and I am at over 1,800 followers now. And it was just last year that I've actually came up with a name for myself, essentially. Because I would do rehauls, but it would just be, my name and not, Closet Monster Creations or anything like that. So I've been in the rehauling game for a while. I'm no rookie. There's certain aspects of it, of the whole rehaul part of it, that I still have yet to explore. There's always new things I'm learning. That's always the fun part. There's always new or better ways to do certain things, and other artists have different approaches, just like I have different approaches. Not every artist has the same method to painting or hairing or whatever. So each mask I do is a learning experience. Not every rehaul goes the way you want, and just gotta roll with it for the most part, and hope that it looks good. And I have a mindset that if I don't want it, by the time I'm done, I haven't done enough on it, because sometimes, depending on how good I do, I get jealous of customers. So yeah. I'm not satisfied until I... Whoops. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I'm not satisfied until the customer is satisfied. Or at least I'm satisfied with how it looks. And once you get to a certain point, where you get all the key areas on these, creative liberties kind of set in. Yes, spoken by a great artist, Bob Ross. There are no mistakes, only happy accidents. Oh, I'm not doing commissions anymore. I'm finishing up commissions that I have, and after that point, I'll just be doing rehauls to sell. Because in February, I'm gonna be a dad. So, I don't want to have anybody waiting for their mask to be done anymore. So, whenever I have a mask finished or done, that's when you'll be able to, get it. So it's a done deal, and it's much better that way. Less stress. Project Harris, to answer your question, hardest mask I've rehauled. I mean, the 2018s are pretty up there, but I gotta tell you guys a story. Back when I was still doing rehauls and stuff, back when I was just exploring the Michael Myers net forums, whatnot, for you guys that remember that. I would put out my work and stuff on there, but one of the commissions I did was I rehauled a Halloween 5 mask that was painted with acrylic paint all over. Came from a smoker's home, so when I got the mask, it reeked. And the hair that was on it, it only had one row on the hairline of hair, and then it just swooped all the way back, and that was the only hair on the mask. And once I removed the hair, to get rid of the smell, I had to have that mask sit in a bucket of Dawn and water for a month to get rid of that smell. And over the course of that time, I was also scraping off all of that horrible paint. And the acrylic attached pretty well in certain areas, so it was a little tricky. But man, that was probably the worst. Not one of my best rehauls. I did what I could, but that was the hardest mask that I've worked on, but as in general, the trickiest, hardest masks to work on, just with the intricate details, are 2018s in my opinion, because they're just filled with so much intricate details. And for me, it's just it's like playing connect the dots almost. And you just gotta line up all of the details based on what the hero looks like. You know, I've been debating on rehauling a cheap knockoff Michael Myers mask, like polish a turd, as it were. Yep, Project Harris. 2018s are not as easy as you would think. As far as a good 2018, it takes a lot more time and effort to get it at the level and caliber that I put it at and what other artists do. It's not easy. Nope. It's not easy at all, because there's all these intricate details in there, as you can see me doing here. It's adding and subtracting. Ooh, sniffles. Project Harris, I have done a Jason Voorhees hockey mask, but not accurate to any particular movie. I worked on a remake blank that I painted how I wanted and used it for a Jason costume I put together. But then I am considering getting into that niche, that franchise with some of that stuff, because as far as working with plastic, ABS plastic or any hard mediums, in some ways are easier to work with and manipulate than working on Michael Myers masks, because depending on if you're actually making the hockey mask or if you're just buying a blank and then painting it, it could be finicky making a hockey mask, I know. Just like making a Michael Myers mask, having holes and whatnot, variances and sizing issues and stuff like that. So Michael Bay is the last person I would want to do a Halloween film. going back to the question I asked a little bit ago, one director that I've heard thrown around that I think would be a good person to have do a Halloween film is whoever did It Follows, because It Follows in itself is an homage to Halloween in some ways. So from the music to some of the concepts, I feel like if people wanted to go for a retro vibe, I think he would be a good choice. All right. Looking at some of your questions here. Oh, man, my nose is getting really bad. Oh, man. One thing I like to do is having highlighted areas while still keeping that off-white zombie flesh medium in there to give kind of a more an organic feel. Let's see. Speaking of which, I think I'm gonna use a little bit of that in here. Just a little bit. Pardon me, I'm gonna blow my nose. Ooh. Oh, it made me dizzy. Okay, I think it would be nice. Yeah, I agree with all you guys actually. Like I said, in listening to different names thrown around, it's a question that I've also asked the same question on my Instagram too. About a director And one name that has actually done a couple of horror movie remakes, reboots, whatever, that did a very good job with the remakes that he did. Marcus Nisbel, I think is his name. He has done some of the better horror movie remakes. He's mostly known for doing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. He also did the Friday the 13th remake, which had mixed reviews back in the day, but over time it has gotten more praise. And looking back on it, I actually quite enjoyed the Friday the 13th remake. It had some plots from the original Friday the 13th, but it added some new ideas in there, which I really liked, about Jason and how he's become more of a survivalist. And that I found really fascinating, how he rigged up the whole camp with triple arms and stuff like that. I thought that was really cool. Yeah. Jason was really intimidating in the remake. So I wish I guess I wish that they would do something similar with the Halloween trilogy. Have some familiarity, but also for the most part have a different and new spin on it, and stick with it instead of, building up to it and then saying, oh, we're not going to do that. Because that's what I feel the new trilogy was like. How they were hinting at the supernatural aspects from the original, but then once the trilogy was gone or done, it didn't matter. So, hear me out on... hear me out on this idea for changing things up in a Halloween film. So, imagine, if you will, and this might be a little out there for you guys, but given what we got with this new trilogy, it might not be too far-fetched. It might be a welcome change. But hear me out on this idea. What if you were to separate The Shape and Michael Myers? Have a similar setup to the original Halloween, but have it be have the Shape and Michael Myers be separate characters, have the intro almost be identical to the original with the first person view, and does the typical thing, looks through the window, sees, Judith or whoever, goes into the house, grabs the knife, does the thing. And again, this can also switch to different views, but let me continue here, where you think it's Michael, but when he goes back down the stairs, you see young Michael about to go up the stairs, and the Shape and Michael run into each other and say the only reason that Michael came back was because he forgot his mask, and the Shape was already wearing his mask. But then he does the whole thing that he did in Resurrection. He actually gives him the mask and even the knife. And then after the events of that night, Michael is scarred from what had happened, to the point where he's catatonic and goes to a mental institution, Smith's Grove, whatever. And the town believes that he killed his sister. But this, as far as when this takes place, it can be in the original 78 or whatever. So evidence back then wasn't that great, but you would have Michael Myers in the institution. And just when he shows some signs of recovering and actually, interacting or whatever on Halloween or before, power goes out. Same shit happens from what the original was, but it was actually a stage breakout. And lo and behold, it was actually the Shape's plan. And the Shape could very well... the Shape could either be more of a supernatural entity, or it could be a person with questionable vibes going on. And I was playing around with the idea that the Shape could be maybe a janitor at the institution. He was looking over Michael, making sure he wasn't gonna say anything, and when the opportunity arose, he was gonna stage him killing him or something like that. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like that, but I feel like if you played around with the characters and audience expectations, I feel like it would be more interesting and flip-flop certain things. I don't know what you guys think. Got half an hour left, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, personally, um, yeah, most fans will want the same shit, just in a different package. But I feel the franchise needs to make a change that will warrant more sequels. Leave it open enough to where it would make it more interesting. Cause I feel that Lori and the whole Strode family shit, they're becoming the Skywalkers of the Halloween franchise. Cause I know I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, but I'm tired of everything always being about the Skywalkers. So I feel that the series needs a new name, a new group of kids. Doesn't always have to be about Lori and her family, whether Michael's trying to kill people that are related to him. Something needs to change. I feel if you have the same ingredients, same vibe, but make it interesting, I feel like it would be much more satisfying. Because that mess that was this last trilogy, this last go at the Halloween franchise, it could have been good, but they missed the mark tremendously. Yeah, good point. Good point, Project Harris. That's a good way of putting it. That's Michael fans, not Halloween fans. More than anything, I just want Halloween, like the holiday in general, to be a more prominent aspect of the franchise. Cause that's why I feel Halloween 3, for instance, is the more Halloween feeling movie than a lot of the other Halloween films. Because most people are all about those Halloween vibes, you know? The red and orange leaves, dressing up and going trick-or-treating and stuff. That's what I feel is more important than Michael Myers. Just make Michael scary again, you know? And Michael, or the Shape, I should say, with him, less is more. He's like Jaws. Not... It depends on how he's utilized, because in the original, he technically wasn't visible that much, but I feel he was more utilized than how he was in, say, Halloween Ends. In the original Halloween, he was always around. You never knew where he was gonna be. He was in Haddonfield. He wasn't in a sewer. Yeah. So... Yeah, right now I'm adding some very dark brown, black. Some of this to kind of give it a little bit of grit. Oh, hit me up, bro, regarding fan film ideas, cause message me on Instagram, whatever, cause I have loads of different ideas. I'm more of a visual guy than a writer per se. So I just have loads of concepts in my head about Halloween fan films, and I've done a few short films here and there, and it's been ages since I've done anything Halloween related. But I mentioned a couple of ideas to my friends and stuff. I mentioned you guys the one idea I had for Halloween film, but I think it would be really interesting if a Season of the Witch either sequel or reboot would be interesting to tackle. Because I know I've talked to a few friends of mine as far as different ideas that would be fun and interesting. Yeah, getting a little too dark right here. Again, it's all about adding and subtracting. Sorry if I duck out of camera. I'm looking at a printed reference I have since I can't look at my phone at the moment. Okay. Yeah, I think it would be interesting to explore the film that was done in the Season of the Witch universe, because it takes place in a universe where Halloween and whatnot are actually movies, and Michael Myers is a fictional character. It would be interesting seeing, I think, not only bringing back a variation of the iconic witch skull and pumpkin masks, but it would be interesting to see if Silver Shamrock would kind of be like Trick or Treat Studios and sell their version of Michael Myers mask. And I think it would be interesting to have that mask have a reaction to the happy Halloween thing. And maybe have the mask not melt or anything, or have snakes and bees and all sorts of crap coming out of it. But it'd be interesting if the mask made its wearer act like Michael Myers. And basically kill off anybody who's not wearing the other masks. Whoop. That ding was my glass. Yeah, I agree. I feel like there are certain incarnations of Michael that are more evil than others, more brutal than others, but I feel like there should be a happy medium. The original Halloween wasn't all about gore. It was all about essentially Michael being a prankster, or using people as decorations and stuff like that, and setting body booby traps and stuff like that. I feel like if you have a good mix of that, along with the evilness when he kills people, but because kills, although he was pretty evil in that he had some pretty brutal stuff, there are some instances where that brutality only went so far with me. It kind of, in some ways, reminded me of how brutal Jason is. And to me, I don't want Michael that acts too much like Jason and is too brutal. But yeah, I feel like there should be a little bit of everything, not too much of one thing, if that makes sense. I feel like, at least for me, I know not everybody has this mindset, but I feel like if you are gonna be brutal, not have it like very prolonged. I do like brief brutality, like that bit in 2018 where Michael stomps on the doctor's head. Yeah, I agree with you there. Brutality in the way Cameron was killed, that I feel was a good way to be brutal and not be gory in a sense. I don't mind gore here and there, but having copious amounts of it in a Halloween film. I know Rob Zombie had a lot of gore and whatnot in his film, but when you have a film kind of set that vibe, or set what you're getting into from the get-go, it's more expected and less of a punch, in my opinion, than if you have, say, this new trilogy kind of set how it's gonna be with 2018. It's like, oh, there's gonna be gore, there's gonna be brutality, but it's not gonna be too gratuitous and over the top. But when you have kills come in and kind of be a little over the top with it, then it's like, okay, what's going on here? But then you have ends, which tones things down completely. It's just like a, you know what I mean? So, pardon me. Yeah, I totally agree. Halloween doesn't need to be about the kills or the brutality. It's the suspense, the buildup. Like I was saying before, the Halloween vibes, you know? Something, a horror movie that's, and a slasher movie that's a fun experience, you know? My wife and I are, of course, huge fans of the original, and we really enjoyed Halloween 2018, and me and a lot of other people believe that 2018, although it had a few technical issues here and there, it was a really damn good Halloween film. And I think for the most part, there are like, what do we do now? So, kills and ends, it just felt like they ran out of ideas. To me, and I know a couple other people feel this way too, it should have ended in 2018. Him burning up in the house. That was a satisfying conclusion. And was all tied up in a flaming bow. But no, they wanted more money. So. Yeah, I agree, For Killer. They did show his face a little too much. Well, I guess a little would be way too much. So in that regard, he wasn't as scary, I guess. I don't know about you guys, but the kills and the setup for the different kills in 2018 were way more satisfying than Halloween Kills and Ends. two of my favorites are the one I can remember is the Oscar's death. His scene was really, really well set up, in my opinion. And my other favorite is the one shot where he's walking around on Halloween. There's trick-or-treaters and stuff, and he's it's the view from behind him, and he just kills a couple people. And that, I thought, was a really good scene. Yeah, 2018 felt like an homage in a couple ways to 78. From the plot to some of the references, and talking about references, the references in 2018 didn't feel nearly as forced and cheap in 2018 than they did in Halloween Kills. It was just a waste. It was a big waste of characters, and the references were so bad. The lines, the cheap lines from the first film, they're like, hey, we used that line from the original. Remember? We used that reference. We remember that? It doesn't mean anything if your movie is crap. Ooh. My time is almost up. Oh, it is up. Okay, it is 5 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any more comments, or things want to say it now, because I'm going to be signing off here in a sec. Said I'll be only going to 5 o'clock. But, yeah, this, I'm quite happy with how this is coming out. I hope you guys, have been following along and enjoying this process and how I do it. Getting better and better with each stream. And I hope you guys enjoyed this new format I have going on with my view and whatnot here. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks for everybody watching after the fact. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the content that I've been putting out. I enjoy talking with you guys, having these conversations, showing on the process off and on, how I like to do things, and going more in depth of how I do things. I know a lot of other artists don't go doing live streams every week like I do. I know some artists do live streams every now and then, but nobody, at least to my knowledge, has done it this way. So I appreciate all the love and support I've been getting for doing this, and I'm hoping this community grows and becomes a really fruitful community. And I'm not in it for the money, although money does help in making all of this better, making the quality better. So if you guys want to just like and subscribe, even that helps a whole lot. Check out my my Instagram page right here. I have an Etsy page. I just have merch on there right now, but down the line, eventually, I will be selling masks on there. I don't have anything for sale yet, and once again, I'm not taking any more new commissions. So, all right, guys, take it easy. Have a good one. Thanks for coming in.